Hi there, welcome to Sweating the Small Stuff. I'm Dunford, Canadian natural fitness model and fitness personality. In this segment of Sweating the Small Stuff, I'm going to discuss a very important topic that is faced by millions, both men and women, young and old, of all body shapes and sizes. We're going to talk about body image. The way we perceive ourselves physically can have a tremendous effect on how we live our lives. I myself have experienced body image issues throughout my adolescence and into my adulthood. However, I've learned ways to overcome this distorted perception of myself and see all of my potential. When I was doing some research about body image, I came across some really great information from the Curvy Goddess Lounge that I wanted to share with you. There are tips that will help you improve your body image. Even though these are primarily aimed toward women, I think they can equally apply to men as well. So listen up. The first thing is that we need to truly understand imperfection. Most of us are very aware and very critical of our imperfections. What we forget is that perfection is just simply not attainable. We often compare our imperfections with what is culturally acceptable. But quite frankly, what we see in the media is not always real. And to hold ourselves up to that standard is not only irrational, but can be very mentally destructive. Because we are quite literally striving for something that does not exist. The second thing to help you overcome body image issues is to stop talking about them. I'm very guilty of this, and I'm sure many of you are. We complain to our friends, our spouses, our colleagues, even our pets about the things we find wrong with the way we look. Even if you're not saying it out loud, we need to stop negative thinking, as it's only making things worse. It can also make others feel very uncomfortable. If you're going to speak about body image, use that opportunity to compliment yourself instead of putting yourself down. That brings us to the third tip, which is focus on the good. So, what do you like about yourself? Instead of constantly telling yourself all the things that you hate about your body, why not tell yourself what you like? Or put a positive spin on something that you once perceived as a negative. Take me, for example. I have always wished I could change my nose. It's not like I can lose 5 pounds and my nose would shrink, and surgery is just out of the question. But I wanted it to be smaller. I used to be very self-conscious about it. But you know what? My nose is what makes me, me. It's right smack dab in the center of my face, and if I were to change it, well then I wouldn't be Amber Dunford. So, that brings us to number 4. If your body image woe is something you can change, such as weight loss, then you need to set some SMART goals, which relates back to last week's segment. And if you missed last week's segment, I encourage you to check it out and follow the steps to creating your goals. Now, number 5 is the most important. You need to know when to reach out for help. If you are constantly down on yourself, it might be worth exploring whether or not you have a body image disorder. Many of us can benefit from sharing our body image issues with a counselor, even if you don't have a disorder such as body dysmorphic disorder. It might give you some insight into how to overcome negative body image. So, what I want you to do is to write down 3 things about yourself that you like and the reasons why, and they can be anything. Now, every day upon waking up and before you go to sleep, repeat those things to yourself. Post them up in your bathroom mirror or put it on your computer as a background. Find ways to remind yourself throughout the day about those amazing qualities that you possess. And next time, when you're talking with your friends or spouse about body image issues, ask them what great things they see in you, and you can do the same for them. We need to learn to count our blessings rather than our perceived faults. Being a little self-conscious about things sometimes is perfectly natural. But what's even more natural is to love yourself for all of your little imperfections. Thanks for watching. Join me next week as I talk about how to create a support system that will help you achieve your goals and get past some of those body image issues. I'm Amber Dunford, and this is Sweating the Small Stuff. We'll see you next week.